Hey guys, what's up? Zyflin here, and today I wanted to teach you guys a little bit about shield gating because I've been getting a lot of questions about like why I'm running a decaying dragon key, why I'm not using vitality on my builds, stuff like that. So let's just go ahead and jump right into this. So shield gating is basically a way for you to not be one-shotted in Warframe. Whenever you have 100% shield capacity, if an enemy were to shoot you with a bullet that dealt 1,000,000 damage, but you had your 100% shields, like your shields charged up, then your shields, no matter how much damage the bullet was dealing, would absorb that shot, right? So any fatal damage that would kill you, will be absorbed by your shields, right? So what I wanted to show you guys was we're going to spawn in a corrupted bombard, and we're just going to let him shoot at us. You can get an idea of how much damage he's dealing per shot, right? So just so you can see, that's about more than 400 damage per hit here, right? Around that area. So it will depend, of course, on like your armor value and stuff like that. Anaros has a pretty decent armor stat from the get-go, so he's able to absorb quite a bit of damage. This is a level 175 corrupted bombard right here. So yeah, he's a pretty strong boy, and he's able to take away a lot of your health. This is especially true if you're playing like a squishier frame like Mag or something, for example. You know, these guys tend to one-shot those types of frames in most scenarios, right? But because of shield gating, that doesn't happen anymore, right? So if we go ahead and we swap over to Mag, you can take a look at the build that I've got on here, right? So I am using Augur mods, so Augur secrets, which means that 40% of my energy spent on abilities is converted into shields, so that's nice for regenerating my shields. And Ruling Guard. So on dodge, become invulnerable for 3 seconds and remove all status effects, and it has a 7-second cooldown. So I'm using Ruling Guard in place of Vitality now on most of my builds, simply because of shield gating. So this is like an added benefit on top of shield gating. On top of that, in my gear section, I'm using a Decaying Dragon Key. Now the Decaying Dragon Key is super important because it reduces your total amount of shields, right? Meaning they recharge to 100% faster, right? So we can see on Mag, with the Decaying Dragon Key on, we have 113 shields. If we were to take it off, you'll see that Mag actually has, why did that not change? Let's just go ahead and swap, 450 shields. There you go. So the Decaying Dragon Key just makes it so you recharge your shields faster, and you have that one-shot protection a lot quicker, right? So it's really useful, which is really backwards to say, but there have been instances in the past where we use, you know, dragon keys to buff up warframes. As weird as it sounds, it just makes things, you know, a lot more accessible, I guess. So if we do the same thing with the bombard, you'll see that as Mag, I can just go ahead and tank a bombard shot, then I can rolling dodge, and I'm invulnerable, you know? Sweet. So all I have to do now is wait for my shields to recharge by, you know, running around or whatever, and then I have that one-shot protection again. Or I could use abilities, right? So Mag's 4 recharges your shields anyway. So this guy shoots me. Epic one-shot protection. I can use my Augur stuff to spend energy, or my Augur, I think it's Augur message I've got on Mag, and get my shields back that way just by spending energy. This guy can shoot me. I can go into a Ruling Guard. Cool, right? So it makes surviving in Warframe just a little bit more skillful running this type of stuff. And you know, if you go with the shield gaining right over the health and armor right, it makes Steel Path so much more easier, implying you're like managing your abilities and whatnot. So a recent example I can show you guys is my Ash build, you know. So if I go to Ash, this here is it. I went ahead and put together 2 builds. The one that I like to use the most is the Blade Storm one, because it's all about like managing your cooldowns. But you seen I was able to tank that bombard shot as soon as I came off the arsenal. And you know, I just used my abilities, get my shields back, go to a Ruling Guard, just tank all these shots. It's really nice. So we could have a couple hundred bombards shooting at us. Let me just tank this. There we go. Cool. Kill enemies. Spawn in 20 of these boys. Like so. Really? Oh, look. I am down because I didn't have my shields. Feels bad, man. Alright, that's heavy gutters. Uh-oh. I mean, it works versus heavy gutters as well. Heavy gutters don't deal as much damage, but you'll see kind of what I do. So if we let this vulnerability go away, why am I still invincible? I don't get it. Let's just... Oh, there it is. I went away. We get shot. We lose our shields. We go into rolling guard. We can use our smoke screen at the end of it, you know? And then we can, like, go into some other ability. So we can use our Blade Storm. Blade Storm expends a lot of energy. So, like, a single cast of Blade Storm is going to get you all of your shields back, pretty much. You got that one-shot protection again. Use your smoke screen again. And this is kind of just how you survive, right? It promotes ability usage. It promotes rolling. It promotes, I don't know, managing your shields. Stuff like that. That and Blade Storm. Blade Storm is just nutty damage. I forgot how much damage this thing deals. It's absolutely nuts. But, yeah, that's basically it. Like, it makes you use your kit, and it just makes the game, at least in my opinion, a lot more fun to play, if that makes any sense. Steel Path enemies don't really stand a chance until you start going, like, really high levels. And even then, it's more so about, like, just making sure you are paying attention to your shields, making sure you are paying attention to your ability usage, stuff like that. You know, you're only going to die if you don't pay attention. The only thing that can really mess you up is if, let's say, you go invisible or you jump into Operator or something like that. Or, sorry, jump out of Operator. The enemies will, like, automatically lock on. So let's say you do, like, an energizing dash, right? So at the end there, you're visible whenever you land. And then you go back into your frame. An enemy can, like, shoot at you at the end of your energizing dash, and that can hit your frame. You know, if your frame is at, like, back shields or something, you can die from that. Or if you go invisible, the enemies shoot at your last known location. So there is the chance for them to sort of, like, hit you as soon as you enter into invisibility, right? So always try to invis in a safe spot. You should just be hitting your invis as soon as it runs out anyway. But yeah, I mean, the safer the better, you know what I mean? So let's just see. So go shoot me, do it, you bots. Man, these guys have as good of an aim as my siege teammates do. It's insane. So yeah, now we just kill all of them. Get all of our shields back. Epic. Cool. Shields are back. Shoot at me. I've also got Arcade Trickery on this build, so yeah, that's another thing for keeping me alive. Starts playing staying alive. But it's gonna be a little bit hard to demonstrate because I'm constantly invisible, you know? All of my builds are gonna be focused around, like, just surviving in Steel Path now, so Steel Path is pretty fun. They just need to give us more rewards. Digital Extremes, Umbro Forma, please. I would like to be able to farm it, not have to wait 8 weeks for it. Arcade Trickery, red eye. There you go. Shoot me, I rolling guard. Haha, you can't kill me. Now I use my 2. I am still alive. We wait for my shields to come back. I use Blade Storm. You are all dead. Easy. Pretty cool, right? Standing still and everything dying. Shoot me. Ah. I wait for my shields to come back again. Easy peasy. So that was basically shield gating. Oh shit, I can't leave while I'm in this animation. I wanted to leave. No! Let me out. Let me out. I go. Awesome. So that's basically shield gating. Auger mods, Decaying Dragon Key, Rolling Guard. Pretty much all you need to know. You can run this on any frame apart from a Naros. You can't run it on a Naros. Another thing you can do is you can get, what are the Hildren abilities? Hildren is really good. Forget what it's called. Abilities, is it Pillage or Haven? Hildren's own shields and over shields. I forget which is the subsum one. I go. I haven't done this myself yet, but if I just type in Hildren, no, pillage, that's it. Pillage a percentage of shields and armor of nearby enemies to replenish Hildren's own shields and over shields. So you can go ahead and throw this on your frames if you really want to. It of course depends on the build that you're going for. Like other frames might benefit more from having something like, I don't know, Ash, for example, would benefit from the Savage Silence if you replace Teleport or something like that. So it depends, you know, everything in Warframe depends, guys. But that is basically shield gating. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit that like button below. If you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.